Hi, and welcome to the third episode of the External Network series. In this video, we'll be talking about the potential impact that a well-developed external network can have on your practice and your career. As with the previous videos, I'll be talking about some of my experiences, but also bringing in the experiences of some of my colleagues from across the sector. Now, I owe a lot to my external networks, and actually the point in my career that I decided I wanted to move more into student engagement and learning communities and kind of focus on that area of scholarship largely comes down to one conference and one chat with a senior fellow about 7 or 8 years ago. Now, that interaction and the kind of mentorship that followed had such a massive impact on my career and the direction I took, and ultimately was part of the reason I ended up applying to Lincoln to develop my career even further forward. Now I can trace the various twists and turns in my career down to similar moments like that, points where I've interacted with somebody else, and that's changed the way that I viewed an area of scholarship or something I'm developing on. I've brought in new mentors and people who've helped me reach the next kind of stages of my career as I've been moving along. And actually the development of my network maps directly against the development of my career. Now, interesting, a lot of my colleagues had very similar things to say. For example, Sally.
I wanted to talk about the impact that different networks have had on my pedagogy. I'd have to say I owe it all to them. The very first network I joined was what's now the Staff and Educational Development Association, CEDA. And in my mid-40s, I went to a conference of their antecedent organisation. And I came home and I said to my friends, I now found out what I want to do when I grow up. And that was quite a big shift for me. I thought, I'm a mum, I'm home with small children, I'm working part-time alongside that. Suddenly, I saw a whole new discipline, the pedagogy of learning and teaching, where I thought I might have things to contribute. And that, for me, was honestly a Damascene moment where the scales fell from my eyes and I could see not only where I wanted to go, but what I wanted to do next. And that particular network, for me, was a network that has nurtured me and sustained me all the way through my professional life.
Now, I think most people have a fairly well-developed sense of self when it comes to academic discipline, but the area of scholarship that they focus on can sometimes be a little bit more clouded. An external network can really help you here.
I think pedagogy networks has helped me in terms of where I want to go in my career. So whilst I really like nutrition, that's my passion, where I study alongside it, but actually I quite like the student engagement side of things and knowing how other institutions and academics and students learn and teach. So by being part of those networks, I can connect with those people.
Beyond the potential career impact, an external network can be a great way to get feedback on your ideas and validate your current projects, potentially increasing the impact of your pedagogy.
You get feedback and inputs from people, so it sort of validates and you sort of know that, yes, I'm doing something right, I'm going on the right track. And also you get to learn a lot more from other people and get some really constructive feedback. And the funny thing is, there are so many amazing people out there who are so collegial, so collaborative, and like look at you and me. We met on Twitter and see what we are doing right now.
Yeah, working with external networks definitely has changed the way that I create content. Where before, when I was first starting out as sort of community member, I would just write a blog post for me. Now, whereas I interact with a lot more folks, I kind of get more input on what I'm doing, because see the questions people are asking. And yeah, I'll see a discussion on a project I put on GitHub, see the questions people are asking, and then use those ideas in the next piece of work that I create. So if people are saying, oh, this is great, but can you create a video of this? Or this is good, but I need more background on this. That then influences the way that I create content next time around. So when I'm producing something for these networks, where if I'm contributing towards a project, I will take the learnings that I've got from the feedback from other people.
There are a number of occasions where, particularly through social media, my practice has changed because people have shared useful things that they're doing in the learning and teaching. So that might be a particular piece of technology or tool, or how they've used small groups and they've worked with external clients. I think for me, my network has just kind of opened my eyes up to all sorts of different types of opportunities and approaches to learning and teaching. So some of them I've not adopted, but it really helps your creative mind when you listen to other people talking about their approaches, that you start to think about what you're doing and how you might adapt that, which may align with what they're doing, but it may get you thinking about something, you know, more innovative. It just gives you that, I guess, time and space to reflect on what you're doing and how you might do it differently and better to engage your students.
I hope you found this video and impact useful. There's 3 videos left to go in this series, which I'm hoping to release over the next few weeks. But until then, be kind, stay safe, and start making connections.